I miss your tweets because I'm one of the many millions that follow you on Twitter because my daughter's into you, so that's why I would follow you.
Yeah.
You met my daughter last time, and I kind of miss your tweets. You would look at butterflies.
You know they sold.
When you weren't feeling well, I would send you little shouts.
You know they made plates on what's the show? What's his name?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. They made plates of my tweets.
Your tweets?
Did you see it? And it was like a skit. It was like, produce a purchase of $12.99. You can get all of Miley tweets. And it's like, I just ate nachos for breakfast. Yum. And I'm like, that's on a plate now. I'm like, that's pretty much the most amazing thing I've ever seen. It's like, and then it's like, OMG, I lost my lucky bracelet. OMG, I found my lucky bracelet. It's like, oh my God.
People are that interested.
It's so funny.
So there was some tweets a while ago, I remember watching when I was still following you, that Lindsay Lohan was saying like, hey girl, come.
I don't know if that's her, is that her real Twitter?
I don't know, maybe it was hacked.
That's why I didn't like get on it, or why I wasn't like, oh hi, is because I didn't know if it was like a fakie, because there's like 1,000 fake ones of me.
Yeah.
And even my friends will like talk to them and be like, oh, did you get a new Twitter name? Because they like are so legit, it's so scary.
It would always change.
Yeah.
It would always change. So, okay, I heard on this album you got to collaborate with Timbaland, or did Timbaland collaborate with you on his?
On his album, yeah.
He spoke very, very highly of you,
Yeah.
which I think is very, very cool.
He's the nicest guy. You know what, he like called us in like the middle of the afternoon and is like, yo, can Miley come by the studio? So I'm like, yeah, so we're just gonna go by the studio, you know, and I'm like, all right, fine. So I'm hanging out with one of my buddies and I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the studio real quick. And I was being real, I didn't know what I was gonna do. So then finally, we got there and we're like, yeah, you know, he has this song he has an idea for, and so I was saying, sure, you know, that'd be fun. And then he's like, you know, when can we find a time? And there was really no time, so I said, let me just get in the booth right now and I'll just do it, and I'll just do it right now. And he's like, you don't need to learn it. I was like, I'll just do it right now. So I listened to it a couple times, ordered some sushi, listened to the song, got in the booth, and then he started doing like the coolest stuff, just me and him, and like playing around, and we talked forever because we both get along. I think people from the South are really good about just like clicking very easily. So we just became like really close, and it was really funny, and he was telling us stories, and just he's a great guy.
Now, the last time we talked, you said you were really excited, like you were thinking about maybe going to London, doing photography for school, for things like that. Are you still thinking like that?
I would love that. I went and actually looked at this one school that was in Georgia called SCAD that like was really cool, and it's like all kinds of like different designs and stuff. So that's still what I want to do. Like I don't have any specific like time, and I'm not gonna like, I don't want people to get disappointed if, you know, I don't go to college like right away, because I'm still like really busy right now, and when I do, I would want it to be something that was like very private and like, you know, so I could go and actually have fun and like learn and do what you're supposed to do and what normal kids do when they go to college, you know.
Well, Miley, speaking of school, last time we met, you met my daughter Victoria. Well, she goes to Collegium. It's a charter school in Exton, Pennsylvania, and some of the students, Mrs. Moyer's class, she teaches literature and reading. They gave us a few questions. They asked us a few questions. From Mrs. Moyer, she wants to know, what's your favorite book?
My favorite book? Miles to Go. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. My favorite book, it's called Captivating. It's like an inspirational type thing. It's really cool. And then I love anything that's by Ellen Hopkins. They're like really deep. They're written like poetry, which is like, speaks to me better.
Okay. And Joshua asks, do you like pizza? And if so, what toppings?
Just cheese. Like
just cheese.
Yeah.
Okay. And Anna and Hannah wants to know, what is your favorite Hannah Montana episode?
Probably any of the ones. My acting coach. It's really funny. My acting coach was originally an assistant to the director that I met on this on the pilot for Hannah, and then I met her like a year later and was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, well, I'm not really doing much right now, but I'm an acting coach." So she started being my acting coach, and then she started directing our show. So anyone that my acting coach directs, I think is really fun because like, it just gives you one less person that is, you know, running up to you and talking to you. It's just someone that you're really comfortable with, someone that you're with every day anyway. So I love any of those.
Okay.
Well, we love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Really quick before we get out of here, how do you nod your head like yeah?
Nod in my head like yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Moving my hips like yeah.
Thank you, girl. We love you, and congrats and everything.